Hi my lovelies and welcome back. I know it's been a long time and I know I keep promising to be a lot more regular. However, I work 3 days a week. I'm also a part-time carer and I do have nieces and a nephew, so I don't really get a lot of time to myself to be able to play with anything really. So that's why I don't really post regular at all. I'm going to really try and be a bit more regular, but I really can't be totally promising it because, as I said, I've got a lot going on. Um, we have a new background as well, guys. So happy about that. I'm buzzing. I do want to try this foundation. I got it from Aldi. It's the Cura True Base. To me, it's a dupe to the Estee Lauder Double Wear, which I do have. As you can see, I do have the Estee Lauder. It does look very similar. This shade is too light for me, though from Aldi, and this shade is too dark for me. Mixing it together, I did try that on my hand and I thought at first, brilliant, I'm going to get a great shade off that. It oxidised quite a bit, so I'm just going to try the shade that's too light for me and see if it oxidises maybe to a better match. I am currently in my winter shade just now anyway, because my tan has left due to the fact that it's no longer summer. And yes, I'm really not happy with how fat my double chin is looking today, so I didn't realise it was getting that big. I thought, I did lose a little bit of it, but it's getting a bit chunky again, guys. Probably from all the cups of tea that I've been drinking, to be fair. I've been drinking a lot. And yeah, when I try this, I'll let you know if it's actually similar or if it's not. When I did swatch it, it was a lot more mattifying. The problem is, a lot of people say that the Estee Lauder is very mattifying. I don't find that. I feel like it's got actually a bit of dewness to it, personally, and I've got dry skin. That actually seemed very mattifying. It's also, you need to work fast because it dries fast. So it's going to be interesting to try it. Yeah. And because we've got 24 days left for Christmas, I'm going to play with my Grinch eyeshadow palettes today because I want a green eyeshadow look. So we're going to start off with the Essence Brow Lifting Gel Set Extreme Hold Transparent Whiff Brush. This is actually amazing, guys. If you've not tried it, you've got to try it because it's really good. Really not a lot of brow gels actually lift my brows up and hold them in place. This does. Lasts a long time because it means I'm not spending money constantly on buying a new brow gel, because who wants to be spending money on makeup these days? I do have a full face of Temu makeup that I'm going to do for a video. I'm just waiting for that delivery to arrive. It's meant to be arriving before Christmas though, so we'll definitely have a video of that before Christmas, which will be good. I'm going to let that set before I fill the brows in. As you can see, that brow is doing very well. I'm really letting them grow out. I'm plucking just around this little area, because the hair that grows there doesn't really sit in with my brows anyway. It's just loose type of brow hairs. They are growing out quite well, to be fair. The tails actually came back quite well as well, which is great. Yeah, my brows are sisters, not twins. They've always been the same. They've never really been twins, even years ago when I was younger. Even when I had, before I ever started plucking my brows. They were never twins. I never really use my MAC eyeshadow primer, so I'm going to actually use that today. It's their Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extend Eye Base. It's quite dry today though, which is frustrating for me, but we'll just make it work, guys. As you can see, my skin is quite dry. There's really not a lot I can do. I've been moisturising and moisturising and it's still very dry, so we'll make it work best we can on the eyes. I think Revolution does these palettes anymore, to be fair. These are like a long time ago, but I bring them out every Christmas and use them. I love them, put it that way. So I'm just going to put them in packaging. I don't know if I'm going to use both though, because I'm not sure if the greens in each palette is the same. I'm going to compare first and then make my decision. You've got this one from Revolution. It's the Revolution X, the Grinch, which looks like this. The bigger version, Revolution. The mirror is broke inside this one, so we're just gonna ignore that. What was that? Oh, it's a wee bit of packaging. So we're just gonna ignore that. But this is what this one looks like. And I'm gonna sit and compare the greens right now because I'm not sure. I don't think I'm gonna need both. Yeah, I'm not gonna need both for sure. Yeah, I don't need both. I'm going to go with the big Grinch palette today. Maybe we can use it in another video. I would love to say that I would do 24 Days of Christmas or 25 Days of Christmas, because today's the 1st. I know it's not going to happen. I'm not going to promise it because, again, I've got a lot going on in my personal life, so I know that's not going to happen, so I don't want to promise it to you. So that on my brow bone. I'm going to go in with this one from Temu. I don't like just how different my brows are, but I have tried to make them basically the same, but by doing that I need to over pluck and make my brows too thin, and I don't suit really thin brows because I've tried that, been there, done it years ago, and they looked like little tadpoles. Just saying. It's not a good look for me. The thin brows don't suit me. I don't particularly think thick brows particularly suit me either. I can't find like a happy medium of what brow suits me because I can't go too thin and I can't do too thick. I don't think my brows actually suit me. I think they are too thick. But if I go too thin, if I go thinner than this, I don't suit it either. So I can't really find like a happy medium thickness of my brows that would actually suit my face, because none suits my face. I don't know whether I should do lashes today, guys. False lashes. Let's have a think. Can I be bothered? It depends. If I can find lashes that are a half lash, which I just have. Okay, we're going to be doing lashes today, guys. I'm going to do lashes. Right. Now, I do want something in my waterline. So let's see what pencils I have that's going to go with this look, because I really want something in my waterline. I feel like it's just a bit too bare, and the whole point of this is to make myself look absolutely, well, I'd say gorgeous, but I'm not gorgeous, and I'm never going to be gorgeous, so I'm not going to sit and say that, because it's not true. Better than what I look? Is it even possible to even look better than what I look? I don't know. Doubt it. I'm going to go in with this. It's green. It's from the Scooby-Doo collection from Wet n Wild. This is maybe a glow-in-the-dark green, but I mean, I'm not going to be sitting in the dark with it on, so... Okay, that is really good. First time actually bothering to use it, and I like a lot. I'm very happy with that. Now to decide, do I go with a brown or a black eyeliner? We'll go with brown, because I never use brown. But that looks weird without a wing. Once I put the lashes on, maybe it won't look as weird. Let's do mascara. God, firework mascara. That's why I prefer using a half lash, because I find it so much easier on my eye shape to wear, because to be honest, I will buy a full lash and I actually need to trim it this small anyway for it to actually stay on my lashes, because my eyes are so small. I've got really small eyes, so they just don't sit nicely. So I need to basically trim the lash. Well, that just came off. Trim the lash to this length anyway, just for it to be willing to stick down. Really rubbish at putting them on myself. Primer wise, I'm thinking going with the Revolution Super Base primer for the hydration side, but I really want to be glowy. But then at the same time, we are wanting to test that out for the mattness, so okay, let's just do the moisturising one, which is probably bad because we want to see how matte that is, but at the same time, my skin needs hydration. Thing that people say about the Estee Lauder one is that it clings to dry patches. I've never found that with the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I've got really dry skin, and honestly, the Estee Lauder foundation, excuse me, is actually the one that I wear on my bad skin days, because it doesn't cling to any of my dry patches. So I've not personally found that with the foundation myself. I'm not saying that other people haven't, but I haven't found that. So I'd be curious to see if this one does. I actually think that's a good shade match for me, actually, now that I'm putting that on. Now that it's actually on my face, I would say that actually does match me. When I put it on my hand, I thought, oh my god, I thought it was too light. But now that I'm actually in here with better lighting, it's actually orange. That looked pale in a different room, but that is just pure orange, guys. That is pure orange. I wonder if it's pure orange on my actual face. Let me see, because I don't want to look like an Oompa Loompa. It's a little orangey, but too dark for me. Maybe see if it works as a bronzer shade on me, because why not try it? But we're going to try a concealer first. We're going to use the concealer first. I've not got no concealer to try, by the way, guys. I don't even know why I said let's try it up. I don't get why I said that, but going with the IRL Filter Finish in the shade C2 from Revolution, because I can't be looking at my collection. Okay, I'm lazy. I always forget. I hate that freckle nose. It doesn't cover it, by the way, but I still do it. Even though I know it doesn't cover it. Yeah, that's definitely oxidizing quite a bit on me. I don't know how I feel about it, guys. I think I'm going to need to use it a few times and see truly what I think of it, because first impressions, I do think I like it, but I think I need to use it a few times to actually tell that I like it, because I'm just not really, I'm not totally convinced that I like it. Right, let's see if I can use this as a bronzer. I don't know if I will be able to, but we'll see. Shade for contour at least. Yeah, that's a good shade for me. If this doesn't oxidize more than it's looking, then I think I've found very good liquid bronzer for myself. We'll have this. This is the W7 Cheeky Dip in the shade Lustful. You can use a decent amount, I think, because I think it doesn't have a lot of pigment. Yeah, that is beautiful, guys. That is beautiful. Like, no. Yeah. I'm noticing that, and I've never had this issue with any other foundation with these liquid blushes, but some of it right there is coming off and it's sort of piling. It's sort of piling up. I've never experienced that with any other foundation. I've never had that problem with it. So that's definitely something that's sort of putting me off the foundation. I've tried it with several different foundations and that's not happened. I really didn't use a lot of that primer either for it to be piling up, so I know it's not the primer. And also, if you're using a mattifying foundation when you've got dry skin, you want to be using a hydrating primer, because otherwise it's just going to soak every bit of moisture in your face up, and you're going to have a face that's like really just not good. So I'm not really sure how I'm feeling about that, to be honest. That I love, and it's the Rimmel Stay Matte, because to me this is really the true test if it looks nice with my everyday powder, the powder that I use very consistently. Okay. That bronzer's definitely, foundation is definitely oxidizing. It's very orange now. Extremely orange. I'm not really a picky person when it comes to foundations. I typically like everyone I try. It's ridiculous. This is the first time you're probably going to hear me say it, but I don't think I like them. Fussy person when it comes to products. I should be, but I'm not. I seem to like every single thing that I try. But I don't think I like it. I don't think I like it at all. I'm not feeling it, guys. It's not, I don't know, about, there's something about it. The fact that it oxidizes really badly, I think that's really what it is, because this powder, to be honest with you, it doesn't sit bad on it. It doesn't look bad with that powder. But the oxidization of it puts me off, because I can't be bothered with that. I don't like things that oxidize. Okay, I'm going in with the Revolution Bronzer Reloaded Take a Vacation. Is the She Glam 101 Hybrid Highlighter and Blush Duo. I'm just going to use a highlighter from this as well, because why not? Because this is already an hour and 6 minutes long, this video, because I've had to change the eyeshadow look that I've done, because I have screwed up twice. So And again, I'm using this thing. I hate it. It's the Fresh Face Fixation Setting Spray from Barry. I hate it, guys, but I'm trying to use it up, and I've got that much left, guys. I've got that much left. I'm so proud of myself. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, absolutely, I despise that. It absolutely stinks. It really stinks. Doesn't say anything. It has a really horrible mist on it because you feel like you're soaking your face, and it literally stinks. It's from the Scooby-Doo collection, I guess, from Wet n Wild, in the shade Whiffles. Oh my god, that's so cute. Whiffles. Oh my god, that's adorable way to use it. That's nice. It's very... It's very creamy. Very glossy looking. Wouldn't last very long on your lips at all, I'm telling you that for sure. I'm telling you that for sure. Yeah, that is the entire look, guys. Yeah, I will try and really upload as much as I can, but again, not promising because I've got a lot going on. But I'm actually going to try and make more of an effort, because it's quite ridiculous me constantly being like, in every video, like, I promise I'm going to do, like, upload more videos, and then I don't post for ages, and it's not really fair promising it and then not doing it. So not make a promise, but I'm going to try and actually make more of an effort. But yeah, give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, comment down below, and I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye.